Welcome to Reonomy. My name is Colin Callahan. I'm the Director of Sales, and I'm here to help you with your first search. Now, before we get started, I want to highlight this number in the top right corner of your screen. This number, this 52 million number, is in reference to the 52 million commercial properties that you have access to during your free 7-day trial. Also, what we define as a commercial property is everything above a single family home. Now, as we discover properties, there's two ways that we can do so. One is by searching by a location or address, and the second is by using our filters to find our needle in the haystack. So if I click here in the top left corner, search by location or address, I can start typing in 767 3rd Avenue, which is our headquarters here in New York. We're integrated with Google, so you'll start receiving suggestions based on the address you're starting to type. As I select that address, you can see that we quickly bring you to our property cards, which show you the building and lot information, ownership information, the tenants of that building, the sales history, the debt history, and any tax information that we have available on a given asset. Now, this is great if you know of a property, have seen a property, have walked by a property, and already know the address. But let's go back to the start and use our filters so that way you can find that needle in the haystack. As I click on filters, again, I can either click on this button filters or I can click anywhere in this white bar. You'll quickly see all the filtering capability that we have. So I'm going to work left to right. Let's start with location. We can search a city, a zip code. We can go broad and start at a metropolitan statistical area. We can start even higher with a state, or we can go extremely granular and search by the name of a street. So one thing I want to highlight is as we start searching, you can see in the top right corner, that 52 million number starts narrowing down and showing you a live tracker of how many properties will result in that given search as you hit the apply button. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to leave it broad in general. I'm going to jump now into asset type. So this is what the building is actually used for. So an office buildings, hospitality, retail, industrial, multifamily, special purpose, vacant land, and other. All of these are categorized alphabetically. So as you start scrolling through, aircraft facilities the first for industrial, and we go all the way down to warehouse at the bottom, and well, gas and oil. So you can quickly just select, you can check these off, you can add multiple to a search. And again, that number in the top right corner will show you your total results. Next, we'll move into the physical characteristics. So year built, year renovated, the lot size of the building, total units in a building or building area. You can use our suggestions, which is 5 to 500. You can also physically type in a given number and show a really specific unit count. Just by typing there. Ownership, we can search by owner name, owner contact information, whether or not the property owner has a phone number, email, or mailing address included with their contact information. We can also search by tenants. So you can search by Walgreens, CVS, by an actual tenant name. You can also search by a tenant type by searching a NAICS code. So for example, if you wanted to search for refrigerated warehousing, you can do so by just typing in that specific tenant type with the NAICS code. You can also search by a website. Here we can we can search by the sales information. So you can look at the sales price. You can look at the sale date, whether it's given in a specific range, whether you want to see properties that have sold or have not sold in a given time period. We also have a new feature that we released recently, which is likely to sell. If we check off yes, we will show you the properties based on our own in-house data, in addition to the algorithms that we're running in the back end of our data, what buildings we have deemed to most likely to sell. Debt, you can take a quick snapshot of the debt information, whether or not the debt is a part of a CMBS loan, if they're on the watch list, if you want to search by a maturity date to see if a property has a balloon payment coming due in the next year, next 90 days. You can also search by auction dates and pre-foreclosure categories. The last search that you can do is through our tax information. So you can look at a percentage year over year change or you can actually look in search by a tax amount on a given property from a minimum and maximum range. That is the high-level overview of the filtering capability with Reonomy. The other thing that I want to show you before we sign off is the map is interactive. So as I start zooming in on a given area, you will start seeing that number in the top right corner drop. And you'll actually start seeing property cards start populating on the left-hand corner of my screen. So as you continue to zoom into a given area, you can draw a radius, you can draw a polygon around a given neighborhood area. You can get very granular, you can be very broad and go all up and down a coast. You can actually draw and pick and choose your own given area and what you want to be searching within that area by filtering on the additional filters that we looked at before.